from Newhart Middle School. This is going to be the girls under 9 age group and the Bronze South Division of the Coast Soccer League. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg G.K. Porter with George Langevin, and always proud to have him, the creator of LangevinProductions.com. Let's get the lineup for the Pateadores Blue. Number 2, Monica Cruz. Number 3 will be Shada Suazo. Number 7 will be Mackenzie McCarr. Number 8 is Zoe Bonnet. Number 9 is Alexandra Trinidad. She could be a keeper, or Crystal Magdaleno. She could be a keeper, number 10. We'll find out which one. Christian Lumia is number 11. Number 12 is Abby Messer. Number 14 is Sabrina Fidel. Number 16 is Megan Carlisle. Number 20 is Skylar Stevens. Number 22 is Nayla Mora. The team administrator is Camera Bonnet, and the head coach is Mike Ditta, and the assistant coach is Farrell Moore. Let's get the lineup now for the United FC Black. For the United FC Black, they are head coached by Chris Vaught, assistant coach Tiffany Stanwood, and the team administrator is Mark Friedman. Number 3 at center mid is Natalie D. Colibus. Number 4 at forward is Charlie Espinoza. Number 5 at right or left mid is Jennifer Dorset. Number 6 at forward is Heather McTurnan. Number 7 at right or left mid is Nicole Friedman. Number 10 at right defender is Talia Schutler. Number 11 at central defense. Number 11, of course, is Alexa Vernola. Number 12 at midfield is Kayla White. 13 at left defender is Grace Winter. 14 at defense is Emma Reynolds. And 19 at midfield is Skylar Vargas. We'll be back with the starting of this match in just a moment. All right, so shift colors for all you sailors out there, past and present. Going from right to left on your video screen is a Pateadores Blue, and a UFC Black is going from left to right. The Pateadores with his soccer ball, and that's Alexandra Trinidad pushing it up forward. Magdaleno. Trinidad now trying to go down to central. And it's 8v8 match. Center ref says play on. Pateadores Blue trying to head toward that attacking third, but finding resistance now. And Shada Suazo retreating back, and that ball goes out past the far side touchline, and it's a throw-in for the All Black. And gold, I guess it is. All black and gold, United FC Black. There's a strike now, and De Colibus pushing it forward to the defensive third. And Megan Carlisle is back there. It's going to be a throw-in now over to Espinoza. Charlie Espinoza goes past the goal line, and it'll be a goal kick for the Pateadores Blue. We saw an earlier awesome match, 4-4. The Pateadores in a boys under 10 match with South Bay Force. Right here on this field, and it goes out of play. Newhart Middle School grounds. The throw-in now by Schutler. And it's going to be another throw-in. Jennifer Dorset throwing it in toward the 18-yard box. But the Pateadores winning it, pushing it across midfield. Chasing it down is Magdaleno. And Magdaleno getting it over to Mora. Mora on the near side. And it's pushed towards midfield. And it goes out of play. The Pateadores Blue will throw it in with Trinidad throwing it in. Alexandra. A touch there by Magdaleno. Crystal. And now running onto it is Trinidad. And dispossessed and back up the field with Colibus toward the central. Support there by Charlie Espinoza. Now out here to the near side to Dorset along the right flank, dispossessed. That time by Alexandra Trinidad. There's a strike there by Shada Suazo. That's pushed back up the field. With it is Espinoza out to her left, and that is Kayla White in the box. White trying to chase it down, and it goes past the goal line. Kayla White, a nice run that time into the box, but couldn't control the soccer ball, and it goes past the goal line. And it's 0-0 match, and it's girls under 9, Bronze South of the Coast Soccer League. The goal kick from the 6 is intercepted. United FC Black now chasing it down is Kayla White. White service into the box, into the 6-yard, and that one is pushed out. Kayla White again going back toward the top of the 6-yard. They still have the soccer ball, 50-50 now. Chasing it down, and a push there, Magdaleno. Center rough didn't see it. Now here's a shot. It goes off the keeper's hands and past the goal line. It'll be a corner kick. Sabrina Fideli got her hands down and protected that near post. But she's going to give up a corner here. United FC service into the 18. Won and pushed out by the Pateadores. And Pateadores in the central now with Crystal Magdaleno. And she wants to go to the near side to Nayla Mora. Mora on her move. Nayla Mora into the central now with Trinidad. Trinidad into the 18-yard box. She's still on the soccer ball. Into the 6-yard box and a strike and a deflection that time. And it goes out of the box. Mora trying to save it. And she won't have to worry about it because it'll be a throw-in. Nayla Mora will throw it in. Little young Pateadores in the box. Trinidad and a Karam that time. Getting in front of that shot was Natalie De Colibus. And it deflected to where her keeper could get to it. And it got a goal kick. Down into the 18-yard box. And that was lastly touched. It'll be a corner kick. Lastly touched that time by Zoe Bonnet. Zoe trying to just get to the soccer ball, but it had too much pace on it. So the CK, the set piece, always dangerous in the world of soccer, as these young ladies have been learning in their short time playing the sport. And toward the 6-yard box. Intercepted. The Pateadores trying to send it up the central, but standing there in the way was Kayla White. Dispossessed back the other way, going up the field.
Alex, get forward.
White chasing it down. White on the 50-50. White winning it. Kayla White, and it goes out of play. But they say, the central ref says, that it went off of Crystal Magdaleno. And it's a throw-in. United FC, and there must have been a foul into space, and there was, and a free kick for United FC. United FC now with the free kick. The free kick. We saw in the last match today, a player scored on a free kick. Doesn't happen too often, not in the younger age brackets, but every once in a while, it does. And a foul into space would be a free kick. As the Pateadores want to push it all the way up to midfield, and they do with Magdaleno. Magdaleno going to go out to Mora and dispossess that time. An intercept and a shot off of a Karam, and it slowed it down a little bit that time. And the keeper able to make the save. For United FC Black.
Good job, Money. Perfect, Money. Okay, great job, Shada. Don't worry about it. Up. Cool. Focus on the game, right?
Now to Central now, over to Mora. Mora stops the soccer ball and controls it now in the 18 and trying to turn, passes it back upfield to Trinidad. Trinidad on it, takes a shot, and it was blocked that time by Kayla White. Goes all the way past midfield and they have to retreat back. And going after it first is Monica Cruz, and it goes out of play. The wind kind of swirling around. We got a front coming in, so to speak, and it's going to change some things as far as sunshine is concerned. It hasn't totally got here yet. After a beautiful week, very, very warm, the warmest week in Southern California history. A lot of records broken in November. With it on it now is Trinidad. Trinidad on her pass. She was looking for Magdaleno and she never got it. So back the other way, the defenders got to retreat back. And coming out is Fideli, Sabrina, to get to it first. And she drives it, and that ball caroming over towards danger, but nobody was able to get onto it for United FC. Fortunately for Sabrina, she didn't get one of the strikes that she wanted in that last sequence up to midfield, and it goes out of play. And coming in, it's going to be a couple fresh players. Coming into the contest, Abby Messer. Off of a carom, going towards midfield. Magdaleno, and it goes out of play. Going to be a throw-in. In this girls under 9 match, 0-0, your score. Here from the Newhart Middle School. Pateadores blue and a United FC black. On it now, on a nice run here is Trinidad. Trinidad. Alexandra, and it goes to the far side, and it goes past the goal line. That time she wanted Crystal Magdaleno to get to it, but it had too much pace on it. Goal kick now for United FC. That ball up to Central now, nearly a handball, but Magdaleno, and it goes by the keeper and past the goal line. It'll be another goal kick. Crystal Magdaleno, the intercept and the shot. And Nicole Freeman, watch that one go harmlessly past her right post. Goal kick, United FC. Toward the Central. That ball pushed into the 18-yard box on the wide. Magdaleno going after it. Magdaleno still trying to get it. And she watches United FC push that ball out of play. Smart move that time. And so Magdaleno will throw it in. She of the reddish cleats. Getting it into Trinidad. Trinidad wants to go the diagonal pass way across over to Mora, but Nelia won't have enough real estate to chase that one down. So it's a throw-in for United FC. Off the 50-50, it winds up over to Trinidad. Trinidad looking for Mora. Mora has it. Nayla trying to accelerate, and they protect there at the corner of the 18-yard box. However, winds over to Trinidad. She takes a shot, and it's a little bit awry at the far post. Alexandra taking the long distance shot and trying to bend it, but it did not go like Beckham. And it'll be a goal kick, but substitution for United FC Black. Getting a couple fresh players in. Don't see the numbers of the front of their jerseys, so we'll wait until they turn around somehow. And one of them, and a run into the 18-yard box. And Magdaleno, and also chasing it down is Mora, but getting to it is Nicole Friedman.
Hey.
Nice little sequence that time.
And then going?
For the Pateadores. Grace Winter was one of the subs for United FC in that last sequence. And if we miss any of them, we'll mention them as they touch that soccer ball all the way back to Fideli. And Fideli is able to make the save. Sabrina Fideli. Intercepted, and then now a strike by the Pateadores in the deep back. They push it up to midfield. Looking for Magdaleno, and it winds up on the foot of Trinidad. Trinidad over to Mora. Mora on that left flank. Mora still on the soccer ball. Nayla Mora on a shot and a save, and she had to reach out to her left, Nicole Friedman, and she was able to stay with the soccer ball. That ball had some good pace on it that time, and it was going to cause problems, but Nicole able to get a hold of it. Ball goes out of play in the far side touchline. The Pateadores going to bring in some fresh players. And so is United FC. 20 and 11 for the Pateadores. Skylar Stevens and Christian Lumia is into the contest. The Pateadores. Didn't see the other young lady. It might have been Espinoza, Charlie Espinoza, but either way, we'll mention her as she touched the soccer ball. And defensive half now, pushed across midfield now. Trinidad now, still on a soccer ball. Alexandra Trinidad in the 18-yard box, trying to get a shot off. And that one goes past the goal line. Alexander Trinidad, a nice run on the right flank. Ball pushed up the field, nearly a handball, not quite. And Karams over toward the central.
Outside. Stay on the outside, Christian. Stay on the outside, Christian. Go help her, Money.
Ball going all the way down, and they've got a run in the 18-yard box. A big play, but making the save is Fideli. For a second there, it looked like she might be able to be beat with a shot. And they didn't pull the trigger, and Sabrina says, I'm going to get the soccer ball if you don't pull the trigger, and I'm going to save it, and she did. Nice play by Sabrina Fideli, the keeper for the Pateadores, keeping this a 0-0 match. United FC, Heather McTurnan throws it in. McTurnan looking for a teammate. And that would have been Charlie Espinoza. Never got to her. Now retreating back is Magdaleno. And that ball is picked up harmlessly by Nicole Friedman. Friedman, United FC, drives it all the way down. Only one player deep in the back. And she had some pressure there by McTurnan. And McTurnan strikes it. Now striking is DeColibus. But they're able to win it, the Pateadores, and push it out of their own half. Crystal Magdaleno. And it goes past the midfield stripe. There, Monica Cruz and company pushing it up forward. Working with it was Trinidad, and she now tries to get it again, but getting to it first was Grace Winter. Winter pushed it up forward. She was looking for Espinoza, didn't get to it as it was pushed wide by Suazo, and now in the central. Again, United FC, nice step over that time by DeColibus, pushing it all the way across the widthwise of the box, way far of the post, and Fideli ranges off her line and gets that soccer ball. Pushed it up forward along the right flank. It was intercepted that time by Skylar Vargas. Skylar along the far side, and she knocked it out of play. Throw in for the Pateadores. Pateadores, and a handball. It'll be a free kick. The Pateadores with a free kick in their own half. Trinidad all the way down across midfield. Intercepted. Right back to Cruz, who sends it up forward again. Up the central now. Looking for Magdaleno. A dangerous shot on the side by Friedman. Friedman with a hand was able to get out to her left and knock the ball down and make the save. Nice shot by Crystal Magdaleno. Nearly beating Friedman. Trinidad intercept, but can't go any further. Dispossessed. Cross midfield, but they got support there. And out to the wide now, running it down at Skylar Vargas for United FC. Vargas still on a soccer ball. Vargas trying to turn, and they keep her from doing it, but it'll be a CK for United FC. Nice run by Skylar Vargas. And Skylar Vargas will give way to Natalie DeColibus for the set piece. Coming in is Mackenzie McCarr for the Pateadores. And toward the box, DeColibus will get another shot at it in a set piece. 0-0 your score. DeColibus, the left in swinger, and it goes for another try. It'll be a third in a row as the Pateadores not able to handle it. Natalie will give it another shot. She's got Skylar Vargas to the near side of her. And deeper is Heather McTurnan. Let's see if she goes maybe an outswinger. Gonna in-swing it again. And she gets nearly a handball in the box, but it wasn't quite called. And it goes across the width of the box and out of play. The throw-in by McTurnan. The third time was almost the charm for the goal for the girls in black and gold. But they just couldn't quite get it to go in the 18-yard box. Friedman ranges off to her right and makes the save. 0-0. Time running out in the first half. In this girls under 9 match. Both teams have had some chances. Haven't put it in the back of the net yet. The Pateadores. Alexandra Trinidad gets it in, but it was intercepted by DeColibus. DeColibus to McTurnan. Heather McTurnan into the central for Espinoza, but it dispossessed of field. But in the deep back, they push it across midfield again. Here's Natalie DeColibus and to McTurnan, and it was routed out of that central of the 18 by Monica Cruz. Or actually, that was Shada Suazo who did that action there, protecting into space. However, they're going to give up the CK. Wind still blowing here. Newhart Middle School, Saturday afternoon. Still a lot of sunshine. Clouds are coming in. And that ball in the 18-yard box, and it ranges all the way over to Fideli. She makes a save. Boy, there's been on a couple of the set pieces, the CKs, living quite well as the Pateadores, because on at least one or two of them, it could have went in the back of the net. And the Pateadores with another goal kick. The United FC Black getting about as close as you can to putting one in the back of the net in the last few minutes. In the central, but it's still 0-0. Close does not count. You got to get it in the back of the net, where the center ref points to the center of the field. And I don't mean blowing his whistle. I mean points. That means it's a goal. Throw in. Now, Grace Winter. Monica Cruz. In at central now. DeColibus dispossessed. The near side. Grace Winter gets support by DeColibus. Trying to go further, but it wasn't allowed to be as Trinidad was there. McTurnan, she can't get to it. Winter. Grace into space, and she just drives it off to Pateadores. Center ref looking at his watch. It'll be a throw-in, as Grace Winter will throw it in. Her team knotted up in a 0-0 match. Trying to get the first one. Across midfield. Magdaleno. Crystal chasing it down. Magdaleno still trying to get to it. Ranging over there with Trinidad. Trinidad has it. Now Magdaleno goes into the box. And they try to get it over to her, and they couldn't quite do it. For a second there, they were both in the same area. And Crystal said, I'm going to go toward the central of the box. Pass it to me. But it never got there. And it's going to be the Pateadores with another chance here late in the first half. In a 0-0 match, and they try to get into the attacking third. They're there. Trinidad toward the box. Trinidad in the box, a shot out of save again by Nicole Friedman. And she has kept them in this match. She's made a couple of good saves. But Sabrina Fideli has been there also for her team. And keeping them in the match. The Pateadores in the 18-yard box, and now they got to defend. And it goes past the goal line. Lastly off of United FC. Be a goal kick for the Pats. Greg G.K. Porter for LandrymanProductions.com with George on a camera. Watching things go towards halftime in a 0-0 match, and there we go. That's the end of the first half of action. United FC black, 0, and Pateadores blue, 0. You'll see the intermission and the players intently watching their coaches and listening to the instruction, and we'll be back for the second half of this Coast Soccer League match. In the second half, United FC is going to be going from right to left, and the Pateadores are going to be going from left to right. Both teams changed their keepers. Kayla White will be the keeper for United FC in the second half.
No, keep it closer. Keep it a lot closer.
And she makes a save.
Oh, win the ball, Nayla. Go get her, Nayla.
And we'll have to check on who the keeper is for the Pateadores in the second half. That ball goes out of play on the near side. And it'll be a throw-in. Nayla Mora, who had some pretty good runs in the first half, will throw it in. In this 0-0 match, neither team can put one up. on a board, so to speak, the mythical board. And that ball goes out of play. And a goal kick.
Good. Eyes on the field. Eyes up. Corner.
Trinidad, and it goes past the goal line.
No toes.
And it must have been touched out by United FC.
Good. That's fine, Shader.
United FC now. Try and see what they can do moving that ball up the field. Up to central. Mora trying to run onto it, could not. It went past her butt. She had support there by Trinidad, but she couldn't control the soccer ball. It goes out of play on the near side. Throw in. United FC. And it's 0-0 match. The Mora, a strike off the intercept, and then strike by Trinidad. And on the near side, it'll be a throw in. United FC again.
Good job, Meg.
Zoe Bonnet. And pushed all the way up forward, and the offsides call.
Good job. Good look, Crystal.
First offsides we've seen in this match. And we didn't even see one in the last match. And that was amazing. One where they scored, both teams totaled 8 goals in that match. And if I did miss one, there was only one at most.
Be tough. Be tough.
A nice intercept. Alexandra Trinidad had the save.
Shoot. That's all right.
Kayla White going out of the ground to make the save.
Don't let it get past you.
Trinidad had a nice run in the 18. Here's Mora trying to go diagonal. It didn't go over to Crystal Magdaleno. So back the other way. They got to retreat now. As on that soccer ball, Nicole Friedman, who played keeper the first half, and she nearly puts one in and would have had the first goal of the match after playing keeper and doing a fine job of it.
You got to get over there as soon as it gets past the...
Said I can't do it as keeper. Now I'm out on the pitch, and I'm going to try and put one in the back of the net. Alexandra Trinidad.
Good, Zoe, perfect. Good, Crystal, again, Zoe. This way, though. Watch.
Zoe Bonnet, and it was intercepted. Running onto it now is McTurnan. Heather McTurnan towards the box, and nicely done that time was Megan Carlisle, protecting into space.
Zoe's already there, Megan's there. Get more in the middle. Heads up. Hey, quit pouting. Let's go. Concentrate.
Heather McTurnan gets it in.
Hard, Megan.
DeColobus
Hard, Sabrina. Get to her. Megan, get over there and up. Megan, up.
getting after it now is
Get up.
Cole Friedman, and then they intercept it, and it's a handball. Dahlia Schutler, the handball, and it'll be a free kick for the Pateadores. The wind's still blowing here in the second half. As I mentioned, you may not have picked up in the first half at a save by Kayla White. That a front is coming in after the nice sunny weather, like being in the desert almost, or at least it was down in San Diego. Record temperatures for most of the week. And now the front has come in out of the north, dropping down here to the south, into the 6-yard box. Pateadores, they were trying to get it over to Trinidad for a strike. She didn't get it, but it goes all the way upfield, and a strike now by Carlisle all the way down. And just holding on to it was Kayla White. If she drops it and lets it go past the goal line, it would have been a CK. But fortunately for her, but she's giving it away now, and here is Magdaleno, and she ranges off to her right and robs Magdaleno. And now it'll be a CK. Kayla White shows her athletic ability to dive to her right, robbing young Crystal Magdaleno of a goal where that ball was ticketed towards the near post. But obviously, Kayla White said, I'm having none of that. Now here's another try off the CK, and it is knocked out. Pass with Nicole Freeman knocking it past the goal line. Trinidad, and Freeman does it again. The Pateadores with another opportunity. Corner kick, and the same sort of thing happened in the first half, where United FC was able to do that. And the third time, they nearly scored the goal. Let's see if it happens this time with the Pateadores. Magdaleno. They're trying to get another strike, but they can't. But there's Mora popping it in the 6 and going after it. She had protection that time by Grace Winter, and Kayla White was able to get to it. And it goes out of play on the near side. It'll be a throw-in. Pateadores will throw it in. Zoe Bonnet throws it in to Mora. Nayla strikes it again. Gets it over to Trinidad. Trinidad in the 18. Trinidad turns and a shot and a save and a goal! Go, 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 la! Beautiful play that time by Crystal Magdaleno. And she got the carom off of the shot and the save, and she's able to give her team a 1-0 lead. Beautiful play that time by Alexandra Trinidad, run into the box, getting a good shot. Nice save by White. But then the rebound came over to number 10, and Crystal the finish. And now here's Trinidad again. Trinidad, who's making those runs in the first half, along with Magdaleno. But they just weren't able to get the coup de grace. They have now won on a mythical board, 1-0. And you actually see a board if you go to the Surf Cup. They do have a board over there, and they put the numbers up. But not here. Scores turned in. Coast Soccer League action, the biggest soccer league in Southern California. And maybe, probably one of the biggest in the entire country. Now in a space, McTurnan.
Crystal, we need you over there.
And across midfield, that ball goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in. And I'll add one to that one. Definitely the Coast Soccer League has the best players, the most best players out of the league in the entire country. There's no doubt about that.
Keep going. Back up, Megan. You're too close to everybody.
And it goes out of play. It'll be a throw-in.
Skyler, look at the girl.
Throwing it in. Nicole Freeman. Freeman's pass is intercepted, but she gets a teammate to strike it forward into the box, and it is driven out of play. As getting back there was Megan Carlisle to protect in the space.
Come on, heads up. Crystal, you're good right there. Jada, watch the 7. Sabrina, get closer to the ball, Sabrina.
Natalie DeColobus, who's had some good runs in the first half. Trying to get the action going, but again, working against the wind. It's an entirely different scenario in the second half. Into the 18, and a few players there, and they're able to get it out of danger, the Pateadores. And a strike that time by Grace Winter. Plenty of players in the space. Goes out of play. Doesn't go any further. United FC, though, will throw it in. We throw it in with McTurnan. She was looking for a teammate toward that 18, but didn't arrive there. In a 50-50, chasing it down was Espinoza, Charlie, and then now in a 50 there in midfield.
Good job.
Mora, a nice strike. In the central. All the way to the wide side now with Friedman. Friedman for United FC, trying to go further, but you cannot. As nicely done was Fideli getting to the soccer ball. And all the way forward and attacking third with Magdaleno. And she strikes it off of one of the all black. And goal. The Birds, they know what's going on. Hanging out in the area. 1-0, your score. The Pateadores. And that ball goes out of play. Off the 50-50. Alexandra Trinidad going to give it over to Skylar Stevens to throw it in. Stevens gets it to Trinidad. Stevens a strike. The pink ball with the geometric designs. The one of the world's most famous sport. Football in most countries. Soccer in this country because we got another sport called football. With it is Magdaleno. And Magdaleno not able to go any further as they're tough in the space. And now here they go with a run. And they're onside in the box, but Mora is able to get back, but it goes over and a save is made.
Side, corner.
Christian Lumia, the keeper, able to make the save.
Don't need to throw it up. Great kick.
You're on the left.
Relax. Again, go get it, girls. Skylar, you're right defender. You're getting away from your position. Go, Skylar, backward next.
And it's central now. United FC trying to continue to go further, but they had their little offensive scenario, so now they got to retreat back and play defense. As that ball just outside the 18, and now they win it again and push it upfield.
Now go, Skylar. Stay in the middle.
A run there by Grace Winter.
Use your left, please.
In the central, striking it is Espinoza, and it winds up on a foot of McTurnan. McTurnan in the box. Heather McTurnan stops the soccer ball and looks for Espinoza. Strike and a save. That time by Lumia.
Wait.
Christian Lumia is able to make the save on the blast that time by Charlie Espinoza.
Higher, Shayna. Higher. Wider, Nayla, wide.
Here's Natalie DeColibus. DeColibus to the wide. Getting it over to Friedman. Friedman turns. Friedman having a hard time as Mora stays strong into space. Nayla Mora wouldn't allow Nicole Friedman to get a turn that time. And try and get a service into the box, or maybe continue to dribble it all the way down toward the keeper.
Over here. To the right side, Mikey.
Substitutions coming in now, or a substitute coming in. United, well, they actually, looks like they do have two players coming in. One of them is Emma Reynolds, and I believe Jennifer Dorsett, number 5, is also in the match.
Got her back up.
Either way, we'll mention them as they touch that soccer ball. Off of Friedman. Strike by DeColibus. Off the deep defender and all the way upfield now. Treating back is Emma Reynolds. Reynolds now on the near side. Reynolds having problems with it as it's taken away by Magdaleno. Magdaleno now. Crystal Magdaleno. A service. It turns out to be a shot and a save by Kayla White.
Good job, Crystal.
White, the keeper in the second half. Friedman was the keeper in the first half.
Good job. Stay wide.
On the move, it's Trinidad, and again, White making a save.
Abby, over here. Come on, Abby.
On the near side, Trinidad, service into the central of the box, but White is able to get to it first before Crystal Magdaleno could. Remember, she's already scored the goal to break the tie and give them the 1-0 lead in the second half. Here's Trinidad, a shot and a save by White. And it goes off of her hands, and it is going to be a CK. CK for the Pateadores. Trying to add some cushion to this 1-0 lead. Coming in is Monica Cruz for the Pats. Good strike in a 6-yard box and couldn't get a subsequent that time. And now another shot try is intercepted. Trinidad stops it. Trinidad again stays with it and tries to strike it, but they wouldn't allow her. Here is Magdaleno. Her service is intercepted. Nobody there. Outside of the box now is United FC trying to go upfield, and they'll be able to do that on the near side as it is Charlie Espinoza. Charlie Espinoza now. Espinoza! And it goes off of the Pateadores, and it'll be a CK. It's Charlie Espinoza now. A nice run in the 18-yard box for United FC Black in this 1-0 match that they are behind in to the Pateadores. And now they want to get an opportunity. As you can see, more of the clouds trying to come in here, Mission Viejo area. Changing the way the temperature is and getting the wind going. Saturday afternoon action here in November, but not unusual for November. This is more like the weather that you do get in November. Unseasonably warm earlier in the week. Here is a in-swinger and knocked out, and it was knocked out though off the foot of DeColibus. So it'll be a goal kick. Working toward midway through in a 1-0 match, maybe even later than that. Alexandra Trinidad teeing it up, and now coming in Mackenzie McCarr, number 7. And it is knocked out by United FC. Natalie DeColibus knocking it out. And her alternate number, Shada Suazo, throwing it in. Suazo throwing it in. She was looking for Messer, and it goes out of play. And it'll be a throw in by United FC. Monica Cruz was going after it, and now going after it is Suazo and Cruz, and getting over there was Trinidad and sweeping it out of play. But they're going to get a corner kick, the set piece. Alexander Trinidad kind of smarting a little bit, or the right leg. And it turns out to be a throw-in for United FC. Trying to get another strike, and they couldn't do it. DeColibus ranging right in front of Trinidad, who struck it out of the 18. In the central now, Friedman will try to keep it in. Nicole stops the velocity of the soccer ball, the pace of it, and goes along the right flank. Nicole Friedman showing her speed. Friedman still chasing it down deep in the corner for the Pateadores. And it's going to be a corner kick as it went off the Pateadores. They're working against the wind.
Alex, stay right there. Be ready.
Friedman's going to take it.
More forward.
Christian Lumia, the keeper for the Pats.
Stay with her. 7.
Leading 1-0, trying to hope that her team can defend here and keep the 1-0 lead.
Megan, stay with 4, please. Behind you.
As Nayla Mora is right near the near post. The outswinger, and it goes out, and now Friedman gonna drop it over to Dorsett, and a shot and a save into the box again, and DeColibus.
Abby, wake up!
Actually, that's Dorsett who gets it. Dorsett being marked heavily. Jennifer Dorsett in the box. And it's going to be another corner kick. Remember, in the first half, they had 3 of them in a row, and the third one, they nearly scored. To the United FC Black.
Not sure, don't let her get it.
Only an unlucky bounce in their case kept it
No, Abby.
a 0-0 match.
Right here. Get her.
The second one in a row.
Hurry, Abby. Watch the ball.
Dorsett intercepted by Trinidad. And they're going to give a third one away.
Out.
So here is Jennifer Dorsett.
Behind you.
Come over here and get 14.
Mackenzie, slide over.
Right here. Red shoes.
And no players in their own deep back, United FC. They're all in the attacking third. And this one goes past the goal line. So Dorsett could not
Closer to the ball, please.
do what her teammate was able to do, Kayla White, in the first half.
Watch her, watch her, watch her. Watch her. Go. Good. Abby.
You gotta get back.
All the way up the field. And that ball goes out of play.
Stay up here, little. Abby, come this way. Stay forward, stay up here.
United FC kind of reducing the size of the field a little bit
Get a kick, girl. Abby, you have to beat her. Get in front tough.
in this tough, close match. Trinidad winning it.
Wide again.
Nicely done in the space. Trinidad on the run. Alexandra Trinidad still trying to get another strike, but dispossessed there at the top of the 18.
Good, Alex. Get up.
Espinoza.
Go, Eminem.
Trinidad winning it.
Sprint.
Alexandra down to central. Working hard. It takes a shot on a bounce, but the save is made by Kayla White.
Here, girl.
Alexandra Trinidad showing her effort.
Good idea.
And that one just driving it into the 18. Remember, she had injured her foot a little bit earlier. About 2 minutes left to go in a match. The Pateadores trying to make this one stand up, the 1-0 lead, or either put another one in the back of the net. Into the match now is Sabrina Fideli. Sabrina tried to get it, but could not. United FC with Dorsett was pushing it up the field. And now here's DeColobus.
Make it sprint.
DeColobus now.
Big kick.
Mora gets back to it. Nelia Mora.
Bounce.
But now here's Dorsett who strikes it.
Make it this man.
And pushed all the way out of the box, all the way up to midfield. Nicely stopped that time by Emma Reynolds, pushing it forward. Strike by Espinoza toward the 18. Nearly a dangerous strike that time by DeColobus. Here's Natalie DeColobus on it now. Into the 18.
Make it.
Gets it over to Espinoza. Strike. Mora looking for it. And staying after it. And a goal. Go, 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 go. Charlie Espinoza. And it is tied late with only about a minute left to go in the match.
You okay?
Are we going to have 2 ties in a row? Could be. 4-4 it was earlier right here on this field with the boys under 10. And now the girls under 9. It is 1-1. Maybe only a minute left to go, but Trinidad says, I don't want to have none of that. Takes a shot and nearly was able to beat the keeper. White ranged over, and she's made 2 great saves here in the second half.
Wide. Sabrina, run it forward.
Trinidad has it here in the face and then drives it anyway.
Go,
Trying to get her teammate to follow it up. Fideli. Trinidad now. It goes over to Trinidad, and Trinidad goes over to McCarr. But it is won, that time by Schutler, pushing it upfield. It'll be a throw-in, though. Mora will throw it in the defensive half of United FC with only moments left in the match. Both teams trying to get at that pink soccer ball with the geometric designs. And here's Trinidad in the box, a shot, and a goal! Go, 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 go!
Keep it up. Let's go. A little bit left. Come on. Keep it.
Alexandra Trinidad, and it is 2-1.
Hey, pay attention.
Beating the keeper with maybe 30 seconds or less. And they have the lead. Trinidad again, still trying to add another one. And that is the end of the match.
Let's go, Johnny. Let's go.
We hope you enjoyed all the action in this girls under 9 Bronze South match. The Pateadores blue and the United FC black. Wonderful match, and it came down to the run that I said would have happened in the last match of the boys under 10. It didn't happen there. It happened here. The last player to make the run was, of course, Alexandra Trinidad, and she was able to win 2-1 with her teammates. We'll be back with closing comments and those who participated in this game on the interview side. Stick with us. Greg G.K. Porter back here with the young Pateadores, the ladies who played in this bronze match. And you are?
Alexandra.
What's your last name, Alexandra?
Trinidad.
Okay, Alexandra, talk about this match. You scored the winning goal. That had to be a lot of fun and, you know, a lot of happiness involved in that. But you were working really, really hard. You got injured at one point, you know, but you stayed in the match. Talk about this match for you.
Like what?
Just you gave it your all, it seemed like, out there.
I feel good.
Well, you should feel good. You gave a lot of hard effort out there. Talk about things outside of soccer for you. Do you have any family pets? You got brothers and sisters? Tell us their names.
Junior, Tony, Edie's, my mom.
Okay.
That's all.
Any family pets?
No.
Okay. What's at school? What's your favorite subject or teacher?
Liebman.
No, you don't have to tell us the school, but what's your favorite subject at school, or do you have a favorite teacher?
Yeah, Mr. Liebman.
Okay. All right. Any favorite subject, or is it PE?
P.
All right. Good deal. All right. Well, fabulous, and good luck in the rest of the season, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Let me talk to your teammate, and you are?
Abby Messel.
Okay. Abby, talk about this match, how much fun it was.
Was a lot of fun.
Your team played very, very well today. You guys got the lead, and then in the second half, you guys got the victory. Isn't it a lot of fun to come out victorious?
Yeah.
Okay. When you're not playing soccer, do you have any family pets, video games, or what do you like to do when you're not playing soccer? Do you have brothers and sisters? Tell us their names.
I have brothers and sisters. One named Ethan. I have a brother named Chad. I have a sister named Carly, and then I have my mom and dad.
All right. Beautiful. You got any family pets?
No.
Okay. All right. You don't have to tell us your school, but you can tell us if you have a favorite subject or favorite teacher there.
I don't know. I like all the subjects.
Okay. All right. They're all good, huh? All right. Good deal. Well, good luck in the rest of the season, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let me talk to your teammate, and you are?
Christian Lumia.
And Christian, you got to play keeper in the very end, but in the first half, you were out there running around trying to make things happen. Talk about how much fun it was to play both positions.
It was fun. I like to do keeper, but I also like to run around and pass.
Right. So you get to learn a lot about the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, your teammates showed how much they've learned so far this year, and they played great. They were challenged in the end, but they found a way to win, didn't they?
Yeah.
All right. Have you guys had a similar match like this? Has it been anything like this the whole season, where you guys had to try to find a way to win in the end?
There's been a couple games like that, yeah.
So you guys have been tested and you know what to do. All right, well, do you have a brother and sister, and what are their names? And do you have any family pets or things that you like to do when you're at home?
I have a sister named Lauren, and I have my dog Zoe.
Okay. What kind of dog is it?
It's a Shih Tzu Maltese.
All right, good deal, good deal. All right, well, when you go to school, you have a favorite subject at school or a favorite teacher at school?
I'd have to say my favorite subject is math.
Okay, all right. And you don't have a favorite teacher?
Not really.
All right, you just take them each class as it comes. And well, good luck in the rest of the season, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Let me talk to another of the young ladies at Pateadores, and you are?
Shada Swazo.
Shada, talk about how much fun it was to play in this match for you and your teammates.
It was really fun.
These are those types of games where you see the girls on the other team, they're really working hard and they're trying to win. But when you guys come and you guys get one in the back of the net at the end, and it's all worth it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you guys are coached well and trained well too, it seems like. Talk about things outside of soccer for you that are fun. At home, you got brothers and sisters, what are their names? And talk about if you got family pets or things at home.
I only have one brother. His name is Shayer. And I usually do nothing at my house. At school, I just my favorite teacher is Mr. Purdy.
Okay.
He's a new teacher.
Oh, good.
And my favorite subject at school is I don't know. It's like there's too much.
All right, well, great job in this game, and good luck in the rest of the season, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Greg G.K. Porter back here with a couple more of the Pateadores, and you are?
Sabrina Fideli.
Sabrina, you got an opportunity to play the keeper in the first half, and then in the second half, you got out there and trying to make something happen, and it was a lot of fun. Your team just played well, didn't they?
Yeah.
What did you think about in the whole game? What was your thoughts?
It was kind of hard, and it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team, aren't they?
Yeah.
All right. Well, when you're not playing soccer, talk about things at home. You got a brother and sister, maybe. What are their names? And or do you play video games? What do you do at home? What's fun for you?
I have a sister named Stephanie and a brother named Steven.
Okay.
And I like to play with my dog at my house.
Okay. What kind of dog do you have?
I have a black lab mixed with a German Shepherd.
All right. That's a great dog. Okay. When you're at school, do you have a favorite subject or teacher at the school?
My favorite subject is math.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Well, good luck in the rest of the season, Sabrina.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, let me talk to your teammate. And you are?
Mackenzie McRae.
Okay, Mackenzie, talk about how much fun it was to play at this middle school and play in this soccer match.
It was really fun and tough.
Well, you guys played really well. You guys kept after that ball, and you put it in the back of the net, and then you put it in the last minute. You put it in the back of the net again, and you guys seem like you're having a pretty good season this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you're not playing soccer, Mackenzie, talk about things at home. I mean, do you have family pets? You have brothers and sisters? What are their names?
I have a sister named Caitlin and a sister named Jessica. I have a dog named Kona, and he's a chocolate lab.
Another lab, okay. When you go to school, you have a favorite subject there at school or a favorite teacher?
My favorite subject is math, and my favorite teacher is Miss Nakamoto.
All right. Okay, good luck in the rest of the season, okay, Mackenzie?
Okay.
All right. Okay, another player, and you are?
Crystal.
What's your last name, Crystal?
Magdalena.
Okay, Crystal, talk about how much fun it was to play in this match. You scored one of the goals. You just kept pressure on them the whole match. Just talk about how much fun it was.
It was fun because we get to shoot a lot.
Uh-huh. And you keep putting pressure on them, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Had you played this team before? Maybe.
Yeah.
But they're pretty good. But you guys won the game. What do you guys got to do to maybe get in the playoffs, or do you still have a chance?
What?
Do you still have a chance to get in the playoffs, or I mean, you know, I don't know how many games you guys have won this year. I mean, do you guys have a chance to get in the playoffs?
A little bit.
A little bit. Well, either way, you guys are going to continue to move up to the next level next year, even if you don't get in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think you will. You guys got a great club, and you got some good players on your team. When you're not playing soccer, talk about if you have family pets or brothers and sisters, and what are their names?
I have a sister named Bianca.
Okay. And you don't have any brothers? Okay.
No.
You got any family pets or anything?
Yeah.
And what type of pets you got?
Chihuahua.
All right. Oh, Chihuahuas are great. When you go to school, do you have a favorite subject or teacher at school?
Yeah. And Mr. Lehman, my favorite subject is math.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck in the rest of the season with you and your teammates, okay?
Okay.
All right. Greg G.K. Porter, where you saw the final exciting finish. It was 2-1. Two great teams in this girls under 9 age bracket. Of course, the United FC Black and the Pateadores Blue. We hope you enjoyed all the action from the Newhart Middle School grounds on a day that's getting cloudier and getting a little cooler, but it's been a fabulous day. I'm Greg G.K. Porter with George Langevin behind that camera saying take care of yourself, God bless, and as always, save this one on your hard drive. Bye now.